Why would you like this superpower?
I think then I could always self-decide when I want to recharge. I made twice money and lost it all again, to give context. And then now the third time I made money, I was determined to protect that and actually learn how to manage wealth, manage money, manage the emotions. No, and this is the basically this is one of the roots, maybe, or something at least I want to explore, is I don't feel any passion, and I haven't been feeling any passion for quite a while. And but I used to have these very black and white. I find something, let's say coffee. 10 years ago, I got into coffee, especially coffee, and I was how it happens when you have a new hobby, right? You try to learn everything, read a lot, try many things, and then I become a little coffee expert, right?
Like the point of every desire is to be desireless. So the desire is fulfilled and it kind of, takes neutralizes itself. So now you kind of neutralize this desire. This is somehow what I'm hearing. Like you got what you wanted, and now
Yeah, now I have
and now
to
what?
create new desires, basically.
Wow.
But this is what it is, right? Money is only helping you to fulfill desires, but you have to find your own desires in the first place.
Welcome to Level Up coaching session. We're gonna do today with Mark. He's very excited about it.
Very much.
Very much. He's German, so maybe this excitement doesn't come through.
It's different.
I'm kidding. Obviously, I will stop these jokes when we start the coaching session. But first of all, thank you for being here and accepting the invite. I
You're very
appreciate it.
welcome. Thanks for the invite.
And yesterday we were discussing what we should talk about.
That's right.
So I'm like, you can bring any issue, challenge that you have right now. And then you listed a few. And then we went, okay, let's do something connected with finances, with money, beliefs about that.
Yes.
And if I'm being honest, this is the first time for me also coaching this subject. So I'll try to approach it with curiosity and just see what's up in your inner world, and how maybe I can ask questions that can benefit you.
Sounds good. Excited to do that.
Yeah.
Explore a bit.
Before we start, can we get to know you?
Sure.
Sure. So I also asked him, does he prefer informal way or more a formal way? And he said informal. But then I asked him one question. He didn't really like it. So, Mark, if you could have any kind of superpower, which superpower would you have and why?
Sleeping at every instant I want.
Sleeping?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Just like sleep.
Okay. Did you put yourself to sleep?
Yes. Would be funny to put others to sleep too.
Yeah, I was just checking. Why would you like this superpower?
I think then I could always self-decide when I want to recharge and be always like, okay, do that now.
And now you cannot
Well, now I have to be tired generally
to
and
sleep.
then sleep.
Okay, that's an interesting.
And I usually don't do naps as well, which is nice because I don't feel like I need them. But it's nice if you could balance your energy levels with instant sleeps, which some of my friends are really good at, actually.
Okay.
So it's an actually possible superpower to achieve.
Okay, nice that you choose a realistic one.
See, I thought about seeing the future as well, but right now I'm reading the Dune legends, and they can see the future, and it doesn't do good then. No,
No?
no.
So you
It
switch.
destroys them.
It's interesting. So you would pick a superpower that you don't really need, and it's kind of achievable.
I think it would benefit me, right? But I don't feel I want to have it that much that I would actually learn to do it, because my sleep is quite good anyways.
Okay, that's why it's interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I had to pick an answer quickly, otherwise I'd sit here 5 minutes thinking about it.
Okay, we can just delete that part out. Okay, another one.
Another superpower.
No, another question. Ready?
I'm ready.
If you could go back in time and give an advice to, or like say something to 10-year-old version of yourself,
That's a good one.
what would you say? Feel free to take your time to think about it.
I would show my younger self, a way to success in life is build something yourself, and there's a million plus ways to do that. And just teach myself that the way to do this is discipline, consistency, and patience, and just a lot of work. Just put the hours in
Mm-hmm.
and just stick to it. Figure it out. People a million times if you need, but go for it.
Mm-hmm.
On a way in a business frame, and you don't have to leave the business frame to find that success.
I'm just reflecting if I'm 10 years old and somebody.
Yeah, well, some
But maybe
10
you're
years
like,
old of,
yeah,
they're
nice.
like, fuck, yeah, thanks, Pops.
Abstract thinkers. Okay.
Yeah, like that's a difficult part, right? How to teach a 10-year-old. But I think 10-year, you probably think about the first thing selling, right? You maybe, I don't know. I was definitely maybe 12 or so when I started to make money. What did I do? I gave newspapers to people. How do you
Mm.
call it? Distributed them.
Newspaper boy.
Yeah, well.
Okay.
So, it's like it's not far from the age where you start to make your own money. So, money is definitely,
Okay.
as our topic now as well.
Good. That brings me to the next question.
Mm-hmm.
And then we dive into the coaching session. If you could have all the money in the world,
Mm-hmm.
what would you do with it?
I wanted to do a joke, but
You can do a joke.
like I think the phrase should have been when you will all
When?
when
Wow. I love this mindset.
um I will be a protector of this beautiful planet. So I will purchase vast areas of land as pristine as possible and protect it in the way I think it's good to protect it. And that's, I think, maybe a part people might not like about it. I will not give this away. I will not put it in charity or whatever. It will be my land. And I'll just take care of it.
Take care of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think I'd have a lot of fun building a team taking care of this using the newest technology things you can do, all the satellites, all the drones, like to actually take care of vast pieces of land.
Mm-hmm.
It would be nice. It would be nice.
I love
Yeah.
that smile.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
Hmm.
So let's dive into the coaching session. Now we got to know you a little bit. Um, I have some principles that I make in the beginning, and the first one is about the confidentiality, which one is off the table, of course, because of it's being recorded and it's going to be published.
Really?
So
You're gonna show that to people or what?
yeah, so usually I would do this one, but instead I would invite you to go to the depth that is okay for you. So share as much as you're okay sharing, and stay true to yourself. And yeah, if any of my questions make you feel uncomfortable or you don't want to answer, please say so, and I will respect that. How does that sound?
Good.
Good. Okay. And then we have another one, which is the principle of writing. So I would most likely, knowing my coaching style, invite you to write down a few things. And so just, write them down.
Will you tell me
Why?
one?
Why? Because it just gives this new perspective of certain beliefs that you have, and then it's much easier to analyze them and see them from a different perspective, maybe make it more constructive. And I already invited you to bring something to write down. So how do you feel about this one?
Good.
Good?
Yeah, sure. It's good to write down things. I will. I'm getting reminded regularly to write down thoughts. So
Yeah, by who?
by my teacher. So
Okay.
teaching,
Good.
reflecting. That's nice. Yeah. So
Mm.
you will let me know when I should write down.
Yeah, but if you feel like you're writing, please do. No,
No.
okay. Do the teacher role. Okay, let's share this responsibility. So what do you bring today? What's the challenge?
So yesterday we thought about exploring the relationship towards money,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
And this was an interesting for me. So this stuck to me because money was always something I was very curious and interested in generally, and I think I used to have an unhealthy relationship towards money. and transformed this relationship over the last years towards a healthy one, I would see. And of course, there's still always learnings and improvements to do. Yeah.
Can you share a little bit more how it used to be versus how it is now?
Yeah, it used to be I always wanted to be rich. So that's a statement from a very young age of mine. And this comes growing up with in a household where money problem were um, always every day,
Present.
always present every day.
Mhm.
Not that were very broke, but just money was always an issue.
Okay.
Always things. And I always had this in my mind. Oh, I want to get a lot of money to not have these things anymore, right?
Mhm.
And then over the years, I just tried to work on ways how to make money. And over the big span of the time looking into now, I made twice money and lost it all again,
Okay.
gambling it away to give context. And then now the third time I made money, I was determined to protect that and actually learn how to manage wealth, manage money, manage the emotions towards that, and have it serve me right. Um, yeah,
Okay. So my question is how it used to be versus how it is now. So how it used to be, you would earn money and then you would lose money. Can you help me understand why?
well, I would lose it because I would have made a certain amount of money, and then I wanted to manifold it with something very risky because I wanted to have very fast a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So then I looked into whatever options there were. I would think, wow, if I do this, maybe I had 10 times my money or so. And then this works a little bit, or worked back then a little bit. And I made quite a lot of money with this too, but I kept increasing not lowering the risk in these gambles. And then eventually lost everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it was
Well,
good learnings.
it's a good
And
learning.
then I did this. I think the first time I did this was 2017. Like back then, it was a significant amount of money, but right now not too much. But then I did it again 2022, I think,
Mm-hmm.
where I lost every money I privately owned. The only thing I did not lose were my company shares, luckily, which is very important because I sold that company the year later. Yeah, and then the third time now, me selling the company, receiving the highest amount of money yet I made. And now looking back, it's almost 2.5 years now after the exit, and I learned so much. Learned a lot of investment skills, a lot of patience. I learned to go through the emotional parts of investing a couple of times already, even though in an investment time frame it's still short, 2.5 years. But I made so many improvements already, and my money feels already much more protected.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool. Thanks for sharing that. So if I understand correctly, in the past, this desire to be rich was so strong that you wanted to become rich with the amount that you had in short amount of time. Therefore, you would be willing to go into higher risk investments, and then high risk, high reward, but also high risk, zero at the end.
right.
Do I understand correctly?
That's correct.
And then this guided you into thinking more strategically about money and how to be more smart about it and invest it in a different way.
Correct.
And you mentioned protect money and learn investment strategies and manage emotions.
Right.
So as a psychologist, I'm interested in this emotional part. What did you learn in the emotions?
The emotion part, I think, is actually the single most important part of investment, as far as I understand it now, as investing is we are in markets with other individuals, so it's very psychological. And you have these phases in the market where there's turmoil and numbers go down, corrections, all these kind of things. This usually leads to fear, anxiety in the overall mood of the investors. And out of this emotion, you feel like, oh my God, my money is going down. I need to sell to protect it. But this would be it would be counterintuitive. So you want to learn to not to listen to these emotions, but not to react to them, to make clear what that means actually. There's all these metaphors, right, of the market, but they all lead to the same, that you have to be able to build a position when numbers go down, right, when everybody's fearful. And then the opposite is take profit in your positions potentially when everybody is excited and enthusiastic about the market. And these are very simple. They are very true. I learned that the hard and not the beautiful way, that they are true, but it's still human emotions, and it's still not easy to actually do it, actually click the sell or buy button in those times when you feel fearful of losing it, of to buy it then, or if you feel excited of, wow, the number goes up, I don't want to sell yet, but then you actually have to sell.
So kind of greed.
Yeah, right. The greed on the upper side and the fear on the lower side. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. So how do you feel now when you're investing?
Yeah, it still has this part of emotions connected, and it's still me reflecting on observing the market, gathering information, and then this as well, taking it as not only like just a sentiment, not really what the information is about, either positive or negative, and then see what that does to the overall communication. If it's getting more and more positive, that means I'm getting more and more excited because numbers develop positively. But then that means I have to step back of this emotion of like, wow, it's working. It's like, okay, what does that actually mean? Okay, I have to actually get out of the market now a bit. Yeah, actually, I found this one harder than the buying part, harder than buying in fear, interestingly enough.
Why do you think that is?
I think it still is connected to this, the number could be more tomorrow, right? I could have more tomorrow if I don't do it, like this excitement of getting faster, further. Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's like techniques I learned to manage these emotions, right? Not for me, what really helps is not do all in, all out moves. I just do timed moves. I just do like I do every other day, whatever is a time frame for me. I buy a certain amount over a period of time instead of trying to make one perfect decision, which is so difficult to do. Yeah.
I see.
So take this pressure off that. This helps me. It's a common practice in the market too, but to actually do it, then
So actually staying consistent.
staying consistent.
It's this advice that you would give to the 10-year-old
Yes, right.
version of
But
you.
yeah, for the 10-year-old version, I reflected more to just try something and stick to it. Not necessarily to the things you try, but to the trying, right? And you don't have to do any other thing. You don't have to do studies if you don't like them, but just try to build something. There's so many ways.
Okay.
Whenever I'm uninspired of if I could ever start a business again, or people ask me what should I do, I have no idea. Then I always tell them, like, look around you now, look at everything, and everything you see, everything human created, and sometimes even nature things, but everything human created, somebody makes a lot of money with. Literally everything. This piece, this piece, this, everything. Like, so there's so many ways. Just pick one.
Just pick your way.
Yeah.
Okay. I would actually invite you now to write down something. Also, I appreciate your willingness to do so. What do you believe to be true about money? Let's say that the sentence is money is, or
Do you want me to say that out as well?
I want you to take your time, write down 4 to 5 thoughts that come to your mind.
45 thoughts.
4 to 5, not 14. 4 to 5.
sitting here tonight.
I think you would do it faster, but 4 to 5 should be enough. What do you believe to be true about money? Money is.
And I say this right now here as well.
You write it down first.
Okay.
Take your time. I'll wait. Open to share?
No.
Oh,
All right.
the end. No. Okay.
Money is energy.
Money is energy.
It's energy.
What do you mean by that?
I mean by that money is a store of energy, of the energy of people's mind. So we make money using the best of our ability to create something. So it's a contract of trust because we put it in money, right? But a contract of trust to exchange that energy I put into money towards somebody else's energy he put into to create something, a product or service. And this is, I think, the beauty in it as well. It's just this, we do it for the best ability of our minds to create and transform that to money. We store it in money. We create usually products and out of the ability of our mind, our services, and then this will be stored in money. The energy of our mind going into that to create it.
If I'm 5 years old, how would you explain it to me?
You can use your fantasy to build things, and if somebody else, another kid, really likes what you build and they play with this, then they are happy to maybe buy this from you or want to have another one, and you make another one for them. And this is then how you use your ideas to create money.
Okay, so if I'm bringing somebody this added value,
5-year-old,
I think, yeah, okay, I'm not a
have to be a
5-year-old.
bit more.
I just wanted, because it sounded very abstract, and I wanted to say
Yeah.
like, yeah, I understand, and I'm like, do I? And I wanna see how it is designed in your world.
Right.
So basically, if I'm producing added value for other people with skill set, mindset, any mental energy, physical energy, then
Yeah.
that's money.
And
Okay.
it doesn't have to be so complicated as well, right? The higher of improvement you bring, the more you will be rewarded financially as an entrepreneur. But it can be like fashion, for example, because I worked in fashion, right? It's, you can have many discussions and very fairly argue that what kind of improvement you bring to people's life, value, right? So yeah, it's shallow, but it's still improvement. We still like to put on this beautiful shirt, these beautiful pants, your beautiful dress, right? To feel better. So it's a value.
Yeah,
It's
definitely.
not a profound value, but you still have value in it, right? And this is very subjectively as well. There's no judging of other people. Like to judge a lot the value perceived by others, but if I like something, I buy it. That's my choice.
So
So I see
it
value
makes
in
you
this.
feel good.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. What so the first one is money is energy. And you elaborated a little bit on that. Let's hear the other ones.
Well, I included all the other ones in explaining the money energy
Yeah?
part.
Okay.
The other one, the second one I put is money is a contract of trust. And
Money is the
is
contract.
a contract of trust.
Hmm.
And here I refer to the paper money we use in our modern times, right? Because it has no intrinsic value, that piece of paper. So it's a trust that I put my energy into receiving this piece of paper, and I have to trust that this contract of paper is valued by you, that I can exchange it towards you at a later date, and you will give me something in return. So we all agree in a society that we can trust this money contract.
This little paper or coin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or not even that anymore.
Or not even that anymore, right? Yeah. or people discuss about not being able to trust it. But so far we trust it. So,
Mhm.
yeah,
Okay. Money is the contract
it's a contract.
of trust. What else?
Money is a tool for freedom. I
Okay.
didn't include that.
You know what to do.
Write down something.
Clarify.
Clarify.
Maybe clarify first what is freedom
Yeah,
and how then money is a tool for that.
yeah. Freedom.
Fly like a bird.
I love flying. I love planes.
It could be your superpower.
Flying like a plane or like a bird.
Anyway, going back.
Freedom. Freedom is for me to be able to do everything, everywhere, whenever I want. Yeah. And money is a tool who can help me to fulfill part of this, right? It is a tool to fulfill my desires. It will not give you desires. It only helps you to fulfill them, right? So this has to come from myself, the path. It can help me fulfill my way of travel, gives me the tools to be able to buy tickets everywhere I want, anytime I want, to buy accommodation in that sense. So helps me to move freely, to be able to eat right, going to the even more important ones. That was actually one of my early adult, maybe I was 18 or so, I said, I'd be really happy when I achieve a financial setup where I'd be able to eat out 3 times a day, and that's just okay for my finances. I just had this couple of weeks ago, this realization and this memory of it. I never thought about it anymore, and then it came. It's like I was, oh, I'm so grateful now I achieved this. Yeah,
Congratulations.
thank you.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
freedom and how money allows for it.
Hardly of freedom. Freedom, of course, starts in here and probably ends in there too. But yeah, freedom, or let's say in here, peace here, freedom here, and then yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
What's the next one? There's one more, right?
Mind and heart. I touched, by the way, for the people who don't see the video. Peace in the mind, freedom in the heart.
Okay.
The next one, it's basically all. The fourth one is actually one I mentioned from this. Money is made to be made to the best ability of each of our minds.
I don't understand.
That's the one we elaborated from, using the power of the mind to create something which then in return will give you money.
Can you say it again? Money?
Is made to the best ability of each of our minds. Well, that's how I write it down. Not sure if that's the way to write it down. It sounds
It's
good.
your way to write
Good
it down,
word.
so
I
it's
liked it.
okay. Okay. Well, so basically, if I understand this one correctly, one can only have as much wealth as they have mental capacities.
Yeah, that's right.
Really?
Not necessarily. I think this has to be clarified. As much as they're able to use the mental capacities they have to make money. Right, because not everybody is in the mindset of making money, and then you can be very smart not making any money if you're not willing to learn how to make it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So far we have certain beliefs that you have about money. You clarified each of them. How supportive do you think these beliefs are for you on a scale from 1 to 10? Like 1, not supporting me at all. 10, supporting me fully. I couldn't be more happy.
10.
It's 10
It's 10.
for all of them.
I was just thinking how you would coach it if I'd say 10.
Yeah, but
Because, like, context to these ideas of money I gave you right now, these are the ideas of money I developed over the last couple of years, right?
yeah,
It was not the ideas of money I had over my lifetime. So that's the new ideas of money I have where I feel they serve me, right?
yeah.
So that's why I think they serve me now. Is there something still in me that doesn't serve me about money? Potentially. We'll find out.
Like what?
Yeah, that's well, have to find out. Maybe I'm on the way of solving this all as well. I am on the way, but
So if I understand correctly, all of these beliefs, you would say that they serve you 10 out of 10.
yes.
Okay, good for you.
Thank you.
That's beautiful.
Yes, I like it too.
That's really beautiful.
The single most influential book in that regards on my life was Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand.
Say it again.
Atlas Shrugged. Atlas the Earth and
Yeah.
then Shrugged.
Shrugged.
Yeah, that's the title of the book.
Okay, okay.
By Ayn Rand. She's a writer from early 20th century, like 20, no, not that early, mid 70 years old or so, that book, yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful story. And these are ideas I learned from there, and I really resonate with them. So
Okay. I'm very happy. It doesn't happen so often that people are so happy with their beliefs. So I think it's just beautiful, and I just want to acknowledge that. And I'm happy for you.
going home now.
You can do whatever you want.
I know.
You're a free person. I'm just thinking, what what do you think is holding you back? Can you take some time to think about it as
Of
well?
what?
Holding you back on this journey of yours, if there is something.
Yeah.
And I know it's more deeper question, so maybe you're not open uh, to reveal so much of yourself. But I think from my side, my role is to give the invitation, and then it's your side to either accept or not accept. So, what do you think? This is my invite. What do you think is holding you back? Take some time, maybe write it down, and then I will ask again if you're open to share or not open to share,
Mm.
and I'll wait.
Mm. Are we cutting this out?
Hmm?
The waiting?
We'll see in the edit. None of you don't have to think about this part.
It's an interesting one because first, is anything holding me back anyways? Or am I just doing what I want to do, right? That's a question I ask myself.
Maybe if you like try to imagine yourself in 10 years, so much of your beliefs changed in the last couple of years. So, and your imagination works really well. So, what do you think you're going to be thinking about? And I know this is quite abstract in 10 years of now.
Mm. That's a good thought to think about.
You can also write down the question if it helps you to think.
You really want me to write?
I really do. Because I feel some resistance, and then it's my job to nudge you there.
So let's say,
Wow, that was fast.
I know I have thoughts I want to talk about.
Yeah.
So let's say I really want to, okay, I start with the money part. I want to make a lot of money, right? I frame it very clearly like this. And to do this is to make, usually the way I think the most logical way is to create a new business who eventually will make a lot of money. So I need to think about something, a new product, a new service, new idea, and then create a business out of this. So then coming to what is holding me back. And I'm not starting. Like 2.5 years now, I haven't been working, which is great.
That's why you're smiling so much, probably.
It's totally great. People ask me, "Are you bored?" It's like, no.
No.
What do you do today? I don't know. Chill.
But did you feel this passion to create something
No,
else?
and this is the basically this is one of the roots, maybe, or something at least I want to explore, is I don't feel any passion, and I haven't been feeling any passion for many things for
Mm.
quite a while, but I used to have these very black and white. I find something, let's say coffee. 10 years ago, I got into coffee, especially coffee, and I was how it happens when you have a new hobby, right? You try to learn everything, read a lot, try many things, and then I become a little coffee expert, right? Just for it has no purpose, but it's fun. It has a little purpose, fun. A big one, fun.
Yeah, it's a big
It's
one.
great. Like, I mean, it has no
Yeah, but back to the
so
point.
these things, finding passion and whatever, and I had this as well when I was building the business, uh, when it worked, right? When it starts rolling and you have this machine getting started, you see, okay, oh, somebody buys my stuff, actually, cool. What can I do to make it more? And you have this drive suddenly to just keep pushing it, and this was beautiful too. So I relate to this emotional state. It's a longer period, and then seeing like this is actually cool. I want to have this again in my life. And then
You
I'm
know,
not doing it.
you want to have this emotion, like this feeling again, or no? I
Yeah,
didn't.
this what is called drive
You want the
to
drum.
create. Um, the last time actually I have something, I was a bit short, well, it was very shortly passionate about learning Indonesian, learn Bahasa Indonesia.
Learn what?
Bahasa Indonesia, the Indonesian language.
Aha, okay.
So I got a private teacher, and the first 2 or 3 days I was really excited, and then the fourth day I didn't do my homework. It's like,
The dry went away so quickly.
but it was cool for the 3 days. I really liked it. Felt
In,
good.
in the way I'm hearing is like because you don't need to do now anything. You kind of achieved what you wanted, and this desire from the childhood, like you solved this problem of I want to be rich, were your words. Do you consider yourself rich now?
Yes.
So you kind of like the point of every desire is to be desireless. So the desire is fulfilled and it kind of,
Mm,
takes neutralizes itself. So now you kind of neutralize this desire.
yeah.
Mm, this is somehow what I'm hearing. Like you got what you wanted
Yeah. Now I have
and now
to
what?
create new desires, basically.
Wow.
But this is what it is, right? Money is only helping you to fulfill desires, but you have to find your own desires in the first place.
So if I understand correctly, this conversation is not so much about money, it's what you want to do next in life.
Hmm.
Because now you have the money, you have the freedom. So once you have this
Yeah.
freedom, you have so many choices.
I want to make more money too, to be clear about this one. Just not give a false impression here. Like
Okay.
the amount of money I have right now is beautiful that I have it, very grateful that I have it, and it gives me the freedom. And I would like to have more money to do more things with this. To,
You know, one thing I would really like to compliment is like your shamelessness about just, I want to have more money. That
I
because
think
people usually get super shy about it. And I hope this episode actually inspires people to just talk openly
I do this on
about it.
purpose because of this. Because I really thought for a long time about the reason why we create, and I think and I've talked to many people, and most people they've built these stories about it's not about money, it's about, and then there's something else to come. And I think the root actually is money, because we all want to make money. We try to make money and do whatever with this, but and then we start to, and then you have many of the businessmen saying it's you shouldn't do it about money, you should do it because of the purpose, the ideas, and so on. Yeah, it's both true. Like, of course, this is a nice idea, but in the end, if you don't make money with it, it doesn't make any sense because you have to stop to do it eventually. So, first principle is money then. If it doesn't work without money, right? Yeah. So
Okay, that's
that's why I really like to frame it like this. So I want to make money, and I everybody does it in their own ethics, right? In their own morals. So if I make money, if I build a business, sell a product, it will be in my standards, whatever that might be, right? So I know I can look myself in the mirror and say, like, I did something good. I will do something a little bit nice. I will build a nice product people will love. So all this comes anyways, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to say, yeah, I want to rescue the world and do this and that, which I want, right? But I will just show it in the products I build. I make a lot of money with them because
Yeah.
they're so good.
And then you
The
have
idea,
more
at least.
capacity, more leverage to have
Yeah.
a positive influence. Okay, so there's actually I'm getting this money quadrant from Kawasaki. So you have the employee corner, self-employed, business owner, investor, and obviously you moved already to the left side of the quadrant to the business owner and investor. So I would actually let's follow this goal of yours. I want to make more money. One part of me would love for you to define more money, but I'm not sure if you're open to sharing this number, or maybe you are.
Billions.
You want to make billions. Okay.
Just like it.
Let's just write it down. Billions.
Can I write down multi-billions?
You can write down. Paper takes everything, so just write down whatever you want.
How many numbers is it? No, I'm
Just
kidding.
put some numbers there. I don't know how many zeros. I've never thought about it really.
9.
No. Okay. And now I invite you to write down 5 ideas in the business owner mindset, 5 ideas what you could do, and 5 ideas in the investor. So just brainstorm for now.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Hmm.
You seem happy. Yeah?
Let's see.
Let's see. They're your ideas.
A bit more abstract, some of them.
It's okay. We don't have to judge them yet.
Oh, of course we judge them.
Okay. What are they?
The first one, fashion, because I come from fashion industry. So it's at least would be easier to step into that again because I have some experience gathered.
Mm-hmm.
Could be many things in that industry.
Okay.
Yeah. One of my dear friends, he's proposing me business ideas continuously.
So just hearing him out and following up.
Yeah, I'd actually love to. I did business with him before very successfully. I'd love to do it again. It's just me not going for it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Second one is food industry. Things I'm actually enjoying to put my energy into in my private life, right? All the things basically.
Mm-hmm.
How we get good food, high nutritious food. Could be supplements. I'm not the biggest fan of supplements generally, but that's a huge industry. I will be for sure only growing the next 10 years or so. So could do until this something like this. Health wise, I'm exploring some, how do you call those, vital mushrooms
Mm-hmm.
at the moment. Lion's mane, these kind of things. Mushrooms you take who are taken for thousands of years already,
Mm-hmm.
who can improve your health. These kind of products are generally interesting. I think it's a growing market.
Mm-hmm.
Sports, fashion, I think is very interesting too. There's some new trend sports coming up. You could just, it's good timing, I'd say. For example, paddle. So the paddle sport,
Okay.
it's very new, popping up everywhere. So there will be, and we humans are funny. Instead of wearing our normal sports wear we need paddle wear now.
Uh-huh. Okay.
That's how it
So
goes
that's
with
like
our
a
mind.
niche.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course. And it will be massive. Like you see them literally everywhere now. So you can easily create a paddle brand. Compete with the big ones. What's nice, we just cut a little piece out of it, and eventually bigger one if it works. Hospitality, I really like. I did own a hostel once together with other friends, and I generally just like the idea. I like this setup of creating a space people like
Mm-hmm.
and bring good energy in and get good energy out of. It's and I like buildings as well. I like real estate in that sense. I don't think is necessarily the fastest of those businesses to make a
Okay.
fortune, and it needs a lot of capital, I think. Kids industry, I think, could be interesting.
Kids industry. Okay.
And this one is a big one, but this one is one which is seasonless and in high priority if you have a kid, to be able to do many things for the kid. And I think it's really nice to do businesses. So the kid one is Lala, where you actually have a little own interest in it. So I might as well start a kids business when I have a first kid.
Okay.
You know, it just
Yeah.
could be. Mental health, I think, is an interesting one, and a growing market. The kids one is actually an increasing market. I wrote down another one for a question to solve, which could potentially be somehow a good business, is how to have more kids in our society again, because we have decreasing birthing rates, right? And we are below the number of sustaining our society. So I think we have a huge incentive to actually have more kids again. And if someone comes up with a, potentially, hopefully me, with a very smart idea how to incentivize this as a private company with ideas, maybe, I don't know. Just an interesting thought I found. How to become better humans as well regarding to mental health, right? There's questions, many books written about, right? But still an ever ongoing one. And the beauty in this one is people really relate to the people who's writing the book or holding the podcast, right? So some people just like you, and because that's why they listen to you, it works for them. So there's always, even though there's many people in the market already, there's for sure space. But I think I'd rather not show my face for the business I do. I just let the business speak for itself. Organic food in Asia. Thinking about me living in Bali, it's so difficult to actually get good food, like organic sourced vegetables and all kinds of foods, right? All kinds of meats, fruits. And this as well, interesting would be to look into how to solve the pollution problem over there, how to get the air clean, how to get the water clean. I think this could be a good business too, and a very beneficial one for many people.
It's a win-win kind of.
Yeah, that's how businesses are.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. Wow. From someone who didn't want to write at all, we came a long way, no?
Came a long way.
Congratulations. So I'm interested, like, how would you design the criteria, top 3 criteria to choose where to focus on? What would be your criteria? So then maybe we can evaluate in the next step. Or maybe you evaluate by yourself because this coaching session is coming to an end.
Really?
Yeah.
How possible?
Time.
But
But
promised me to be billionaire after
let's.
this session.
I did not make such a promise.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. Otherwise, I would have much more clients, or not be working. Actually, I would
That's the
still be
business
working
idea.
this. But let's stay on the
Yeah,
topic.
okay.
3 criterias. How would you choose? Can you write down the criterias? Because maybe just to explain, the next step would be to evaluate the ideas that you have based on the criteria. So then you get like top 2 choices. So write down 3 criterias how you would choose. You can do more, but let's start with 3.
Okay, I got 5 because it's a bit abstract. It's not really. It's more industry ideas, right? I didn't give precise product ideas. So I think
Obviously, but the first thing would be to choose the industry, no?
And then the criterias
Yeah.
I mentioned, or the next coaching session?
I would prefer now, but okay.
Market size, as to see how big is the potential market I go into. Accessibility of that market, what's the barriers to get actually into that market, be it financially or laws, regulations. then getting actually product idea within that market.
Mhm.
So when I say fashion, there's so many things you could do, food, even all the things I mentioned, right?
Yeah.
So actually get to product idea. I think this one actually needs to be looked down. For many people, this is where they struggle. And then the cost of it, funding, and then own joy of would I actually enjoy doing this.
Mm. I'm glad that made it as a criteria up there. Okay. So,
It's quite a business approach, not really an emotional approach.
but you've learned a lot, no?
I've learned so much. I'll be so rich.
I love this. Okay, so what do you think if we have another session? What would you think would make sense for you to do until our next session? Let's say our next session is in 2 weeks. He already changed his position into more chill one. He closed the notebook. I see the signs, but still, I wanna. I always like to finish with a tangible action plan that feels good for you. So let's say time frame is 2 weeks. What would make sense to be done in those 2 weeks for you to move forward?
So taking the last steps you did into account would be nice to actually think about a product, to think about the things I wrote down, and then think about ideas I could actually create,
Mm-hmm.
write them down, explore them, see competition, see whatever I could do in these 2 weeks, and then yeah, come with them to then decide.
With how many would it make sense for you to show up in the next coaching?
Maybe 3 to 5.
Okay. Is it possible that we write that one down as well?
3 to 5 ideas.
No, your action plan.
Then I have to open the book again.
Yeah.
Oh, happily for you. For me, I mean.
Yeah.
Another thing could be that instead of going actually into this business side, is to explore this more philosophically. What is holding me back of not creating further, even though having offers to do so, and all the time in the world.
Mm.
Like these
You want to add that to your action plan?
the side I'd like to explore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holding back sounds because I have a wonderful life. I love my life too. But I still frame it like this.
Okay.
Mhm. It's the same question basically we had in the beginning.
Yeah.
Why do I not start? We just went for another one, in another direction.
It was my intuition telling me that maybe you're not open to maybe dig deeper on camera into this one.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel I'm
But I still
open.
wanted to demonstrate how a coaching session would look like
Yeah.
with somebody to get clarity on it. Um, Also, there is a possibility once you start to do research that you get excited about something and then you start to feel this drive. So it can be also two approaches. One approach is very mental and going into reflection, which I think can be very beneficial.
Yeah.
And you invited yourself into it, which I think is an amazing idea and I encourage. And the other one is just behavioral based and trying out new things and just being curious.
Mm.
Okay. How do you feel?
Good.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel like actually in this coaching session, I got a chance to see how you think, how is your model of the world in consideration to money and entrepreneurship. And it's an interesting one. So it made me reflect a little bit on what I'm doing because me personally, I find like a lot of joy in what I'm doing, and
Nice.
I like to do this. It's also new for me, but I genuinely love to talk to people and see how you think about certain
Mm.
things and how I can level up my life from it, and how other people can level up their life from it, and just exchange those ideas. It just really brings me joy and satisfaction, and I'm growing as I'm doing.
Oh, it's beautiful. A beautiful position you built for yourself.
Yeah, and if it brings value to other people, it's perfect.
Yeah.
So I think I'm one of those people who have a different approach to it. So I want to do something meaningful, and then I think the money will follow. Therefore, I was very intrigued about what you were saying, because it's a different approach. And now stepping outside of the coaching position, I think yeah, balancing out both perspectives would also serve me.
Mm.
Yeah, because it's really good. Even if you have a nice product, even if you're doing great things, people should somehow know about it. Um, and this
Right.
is the market
Right.
approach and the business approach that maybe not every professional has. And I think I'm getting there to understand it from a different point of view. So I'm very grateful that you were open to come here, share your challenge, and inspire me, and I think others as well. So I hope you also got some value out of it.
Yes, for sure. I will. Things to think about. And
Okay,
I enjoyed the questions you asked. Yeah.
cool. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for listening. This is how coaching looks like. I would recommend it to literally everyone. See, it doesn't matter if you have money or if you don't have money. Either way, you can have challenges with it. So, a coach, I think it's always good to have somebody on your side to help you reflect on things. So, if you're in doubt about coaching and opening up about financial stuff, I would recommend go for it, but also choose somebody you trust. Enjoy.